Hi guys, today we're going to keep working with different types of percentage word problems. Let's take a look. You're saving up to buy a new iPod. The iPod costs $240. You also need to pay 8.5% sales tax. How much money will you pay in tax? How much money will you need to buy the iPod? Well, they're asking us two questions here, so let's hit them one at a time. The first question was, how much money will you pay in tax? I know that tax is additional money that you pay based on the baseline price of something. So the way we can calculate tax is by taking the cost of the item times the percent tax. All of this information we can get from the problem. The cost of the iPad is $240 and the tax is 8.5%. I didn't have to do anything crazy there. I just had to read carefully. So now let's plug that in. My tax is going to be equal to $240 times 8.5%. But what you should remember is we can't just multiply by a percent. We need to change it to a decimal first by moving our decimal 2 times to the left, dropping it off, and filling in a 0. So we'll have 240 times 0.085, which when we work that out, we get $17.34. How much money will you pay in tax? $17.34. We answered the first question. But the second one, how much money will you need to buy the iPod? That's asking me what's the total cost? What's the base cost plus the tax? So the cost, which was $240, plus my tax, which I just found out was $17.34, is going to give me my total. Take a minute and work that out. Pause the video if you need to. $240 plus $17.34 is $257.34 total cost. Let's do one more example. You go out to eat with your family and spend $32.75. The tax on food is 4%. What's the total amount of money you will pay for the meal if you also leave an $8 tip? Okay, I'm talking about a total cost here, so I know I'm going to have to add up a bunch of things. What I need to add up is the price of the food plus the amount I'm paying in tax plus the tip. Food is easy and tip is easy because they give us those things. $32.75 and then also $8. But we need to figure out how much the tax is going to cost. So let's go ahead and do that. I know that the amount that I'll pay in tax can be found by taking the price of the food times the percent tax. The price of my food was $32.75 and my percent was 4%. But I can't multiply by my percent until I turn it into a decimal. 1, 2, drop off my decimal, fill in a 0. So I'm going to work out $32.75 times 0.04, which gives me $1.34 in tax. However, I'm still not done. The question they were asking is, what is the total amount of money you will pay for the meal if you also leave an $8 tip? So that's food, tip, and tax. I can go back and plug into that. Food, tip, and my tax was $131. So let me get rid of some of these boxes. $32.75 for food plus $1.31 for tax plus $8 gives me a total cost of $58.06. Time for you to practice.